Be educated. Be organized. Be agitated. Not just a thought, not mere words, but a fiery flame lit by Dr. Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar. It burns in young minds even today. It has been a long-standing struggle for us. We have fought our way through hypocrisy, bias, inequality, societal limitations, lack of support, and the likes. We are women of today who are free to learn, create, express, earn, and be who he and so many envisioned us to be. He showed us our wings that we could not see. Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar was not just the father of the Indian Constitution. A thinker, philosopher, economist, editor, and a strong voice for social change are but a few qualities that only begin to describe his merit. His eyes sparkled with a vision. His mind embarked on a mission. Babasaheb Ambedkar didn't just wake up one day with a vision for a new India. His journey, his struggles, the discrimination he and the people faced together, the people he met, and the events that shook the country, all of it shaped and fueled his vision. They pushed him to rethink and reshape the country into what he believed it should be. To Baba Saheb, humanity superseded caste, creed, gender, and religion. He believed that women too have the right to respect, dignity, and equal opportunities in every walk of life. Dr. Ambedkar stood at the forefront to break barriers to women's progress in India. He created sustainable changes for women by forming laws that removed old obstacles and gave them equal rights in marriage, property, and jobs. For the very first time, women realized someone has opened doors for them. Someone has freed their wings. And are we not truly living the better future he strove to create for all of us? Back then, in a society that failed to protect women's rights, liberation movements were rising, with female suffrage as their prime goal. The very fact that women are custodians of their families, they must be naturally treated with respect and dignity, was the message social reformers wanted to spread. However, early reformers didn't focus much on freeing women from restrictions. They mostly reinforced their roles in the family. However, some reformers did work for women's freedom. Baba Saheb could not bear the thought that women of his country still bore the burns of sati. Widows faced ill treatment and were not allowed to remarry. Child marriages were prevalent, and women were rejected the right to property. They were sufferers of the oppressive, caste-based, and rigid hierarchical social system. Liberating them would mean fighting for their political rights and equality. Dr. Ambedkar educated poor, illiterate women. Charged by his inspiring words, India heard loud and clear voices of women protesting against customary practices like child marriages and the Devdasi system. With liberation follows empowerment. Empowerment is not just a feeling. It can actually be measured. It depends on things like what people have, whether it is knowledge, confidence, connections, money, or skills. It also depends on the opportunities available to them, shaped by rules, laws, and even the unwritten social norms that guide how society works. It is a process by which those who have been denied power can gain power, especially to make important life choices for themselves. For women, these are choices that truly matter, like deciding who to marry, how to earn a living, or whether to have children or not. For this power to come about, we need access to resources, control over them, and the ability to use them to create new opportunities and achievements. Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar said, "Cultivation of mind should be the ultimate aim of human existence." He knew that real change had to start with shifting mindsets and pushing for bold reforms. He wrote down and firmly established his vision of freedom and equality for women in the Constitution of Independent India. This massive change bestowed women with strength, freedom, and dignity. He worked hard to uplift women involved in bad practices and professions like prostitution. He was the first Dalit leader who insisted for women's rights to be properly included in India's political discussions and the constitution. He strongly advocated for the Hindu Code Bill. This was his major step toward gender equality, justice, and breaking free from outdated orthodox laws. It was just as important to him as his work on the constitution itself. The Hindu Bill incorporated 4 acts devised by Dr. Ambedkar around improving conditions for women and empowering their position. In the Hindu Marriage Act 1955, Section 5 raised the legal marriage age for girls to 18 years. Section 17 introduced punishment for bigamy or adultery. Section 25 provided for alimony and permanent maintenance to women. In the Hindu Succession Act 1956, Section 8 gave widows the right to adopt a son or daughter. Section 14 ensured that a woman's property is her absolute ownership, not dependent on anyone else. Section 15 established uniform succession laws for the property of a Hindu woman who dies without a will. In the Adoption and Maintenance Act 1956, Section 8 empowered widows to adopt children, a right they previously did not have under Hindu law. Before this act, daughters could not be adopted. This law changed that. Section 9 made it mandatory for a husband to consult his wife before adopting a child. In the Hindu Minority and Guardianship Act 1956, Section 6A ensures that in case of custody, if the child has not completed the age of 5, then the custody lies with the mother. Section 6B establishes that for children born out of an illegitimate relationship, the mother is the first natural guardian, followed by the father. Additionally, the Act also allows mothers to change a guardian appointed by the father if needed. Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar's critical analysis of the society made him say, "I measure the progress of a community by the degree of progress which women have achieved." Education is often seen as the key to women's empowerment, as a girl's education is linked to her participation in social, political, and legal systems. But true empowerment goes even further. It helps girls recognize their worth and perceive new possibilities. For Baba Saheb, it wasn't just about learning and teaching. It was also about challenging the norms and questioning what the society had believed to be the truth for a very long time. Dr. Ambedkar strongly believed in women-led movements. He believed that when women from all walks of life are empowered and included, they can play a powerful role in driving social reforms and eliminating social injustices. He believed that a married woman should stand by her husband as a true friend, but never accept a life of subordination. He urged women to stand up for equality, because when they do, they earn real respect and identity in society. he challenged the deep-rooted caste hierarchy that denied women of their liberty, equality, and dignity in Hindu society. Here is how he acknowledged and firmly embedded women's rights in India's political framework and constitution. Article 14 guarantees equal rights and opportunities for all individuals in political, economic, and social spheres. Article 15 prohibits discrimination on the grounds of sex. Article 15(3) allows the state to make special provisions for women, allowing for affirmative action to promote gender equality and upliftment. Article 39 ensures equal means of livelihood and equal pay for equal work. Article 42 directs the state to ensure just and humane working conditions and provide maternity relief to protect the health and well-being of women in the workforce. Article 51A(c) states that citizens must reject practices that degrade women's dignity. It promotes respect and equality. Article 46 focuses on education and economic upliftment of weaker sections. It aims to protect them from social injustice and exploitation. Article 47 instructs that the state must improve nutrition, raise living standards, and enhance public health. Article 243D(3), 243T(3), and 243R(4) provides for allocation of seats to women in the Panchayati Raj system to promote their participation in the local governance. This brief walkthrough of Dr. Ambedkar's intellect and insights, thoughts and teachings, vision and life's mission is truly a beacon of hope for all of us, a torch that we must hold up high and carry ahead. The gender-equal society he dreamt of is still a work in progress. That is why his ideas are crucial to rebuilding a society that truly empowers women. One can strongly feel the deep concern that Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar had about the state of women. He spoke about empowering women in every possible way, paving the pathway for their overall growth. In his final speech in Parliament, he expressed his feelings and deep respect for women. He quoted Irish patriot Daniel O'Connell saying, "No man can be grateful at the cost of his honor, no woman at the cost of her chastity, and no nation at the cost of its liberty."